Welcome to the Old Heale Manor. I'm back. I've returned. I've made it back safely from the old North Coast 500. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the Old Heale Manor. I thought I'd do this one standing up for a change. And yeah. So if it's your first time here, smash the like button. If you've been here before, still smash the like button. Don't forget all that good stuff. Stick a comment in. Tell me what you think. If you've got a question, pop it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it for you. Now, did you know I've got a radio station? Now, the radio station at the moment is playing lots of the old content that I've put up, lots of the old interviews and all the rest of it, and it's playing some music. Now, over the next week or so, I'm going to mix it up between editing. I've got to episode 5, Beamish. I'm working my way through editing Beamish at the moment. I've already uploaded 4 videos that I've done today. So I may take a little bit of a break, but over the next week I'm going to be uploading some new music, and there's the link down the bottom here somewhere. If you have a look down the bottom, there's the link to the radio station. If you're not had a listen to it, have a go. It's available on Alexa. If you say, Alexa, play Real Life Radio UK, it should go straight to it. Anyway, let's tell you what we've been up to. So, when did I leave? God blimey, I left a couple of weeks ago. I left on the 31st of August, and run me up with all my gear, camping gear and all the rest of it, and we headed off to Tring. We went to Tring to the Regimental Rugby. It's an annual fixture. It's always played normally the first weekend of September. So it coincided with the regimental gathering at Duxford. So I went up there, I camped for the night, had a really good day, did a little bit of videoing, give you a little bit of a insight into the regimental rugby. Now, I played that fixture, and I played it for 10, 11 years, I suppose, until I couldn't play anymore. But what it is, we have, it's basically to generate some funds for the Royal Anglian Benevolent Fund that helps our veterans and our serving personnel. So we go around the recruiting area, which is from Lincolnshire all the way down to Essex and sort of everywhere in between. So you've got Lincolnshire, Leicestershire, Northamptonshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, Cambs, Beds, Arts and Essex. So we'll go and play a team in the recruiting area each year. Next year we're going to Ampthill in Bedfordshire. So stick that date in your diary. That first weekend in September, Ampthill on the Saturday and Duxford on the Sunday. So from there I went over to Duxford for the regimental gathering, and this year for the first time we had the Royal Anglian Riders. So I guess there was about 40 or 50 of us. We all met up and we had a ride in, and the whole lot of us all rode in together. Quite an impressive sight. We all parked up, we got a tent and all the rest of it, and a good day was had by all. And this year it's the regiment's 60th anniversary of receiving the royal warrant, effectively, the royal title. So before that we was the East Anglian Regiment, and before that we were the 9 county regiments of the east of England that amalgamated into the East Anglian Regiment in 1958. And in 1964, the 1st of September 1964, we were granted the royal title, so we became the Royal Anglian Regiment. Grand day. It's a terrific day. I mean, all 3 battalions' colours were flying. We had a drumhead service, we had a march past, and yeah, lots and lots of interest. Oh, good evening, Keith. I'll just have to keep an eye on that. So that was Duxford, and then in the afternoon, then I slipped and I headed north to a place called Sherburn in Elmet, to Squires Calf, and it's one of these motorbike calves for rockers and all the rest of it, and they got camping at the back of the field, or the field at the back. So I camped there for the night. Following day, I did a little piece about the calf, so if you're interested in the calf, that'll be coming up fairly soon, and it's worth a visit. Following day, the Monday, the 2nd, I shot off to into York and went to the National Railway Museum and did a piece there. Surprised me, there's still a lot of kids up in the wag or still on summer holidays. So I said it was busy, but what I try and do is keep people out of the shots, and I think I've done it fairly well. You don't want kids in your shot and all the rest of it. So I had a good morning there, and then I shot off to Eden Camp. Eden Camp's really interesting. There's a lot of stuff in there. It was a World War II prisoner of war camp where we kept the Germans. Now, we kept them an awfully lot better than they kept our prisoners during the war, I can tell you. After that, then I ended up north to a place called Stanley in County Durham. Stopped there the night, and the following day I went to Beamish, and that's what I've been editing now. And I think I've got about 60 odd clips. Yeah, it's about 65 clips, I think, thereabouts, roughly speaking, in general terms, that I'm working my way through at the moment to edit. After that, I headed north to Dunbar on the east coast of Scotland. Stopped there the night in an Airbnb, which was very nice. Following day, I came into Edinburgh and I went to Royal Yacht Britannia. Now, I made a right clown. I was a right muppet that day. I was in the Airbnb. I was charging up all the batteries and everything, and I use a DJI Action Cam 4 to go around do the handheld videoing and with a little mic. So at the Yacht Britannia, you have to. It's next to a big shopping mall, so you have to park at the far end and walk all the way through the place, up and down, because they're doing some works on the place. Got onto Royal Yacht Britannia, tried to switch the camera on, not working. What's going on with this? Opened it up and put a bloody battery in, see, have I? So, rather than not videoing it, rather than having to go all the way back to the bike to get it, I filmed it on my phone. So you'll notice that it's a little bit. Well, I had no choice. I had to do it on the phone. So that's what we did. After that, I then went to Biker Cove, which is underneath the Forth Bridge at Queensferry, or South Queensferry, and I had a haggis burger, haggis and egg burger. Cool. The only thing was missing was a little dram on the top of the haggis. But the jocks have got a zero, policy, zero tolerance policy on drinking and driving. Never mind. After that, I went off to the full Kirk Wheel, and again, it was a nice day, and it was really, really busy. So rather than hang about too much, I got a little tiny bit of video of that, and then I moved on then to the David Stirling Memorial just outside Stirling, and did a really nice piece on that. After that, then I headed north, and I went to, where did we go after that? We headed up to, where did I go? Inverness. I had to think then. Yeah, Inverness. It was I had a, what did I do there? I had a little hotel, so I stopped there for the night. Following morning, I went to Culloden Moor. Yeah, so I did a really good piece on Culloden and the Battle of Culloden, and how Lord Cumberland, or the Duke of Cumberland, gave a right stuffing to the Jacobite rebellion, which he managed to put down, and that was kind of the end of the old Jacobites. What do we do after that? After that, we headed north, and I went to Dunrobin Castle. Again, busy. Everywhere I went seemed to be busy, but I did my best going round the castle, and I did a nice bit of videoing. I got a really good feel for the place. So I did a nice piece on there, and then I headed a bit further north, and I went to a place called, I stopped in the Bannockburn Inn in somewhere or other in Scotland. Following day was John O'Groats, and there's a lot of fog about, if I'm honest. There was a lot of fog, a lot of dampness. Rummy, perfect. Never missed a beat. The whole trip, never missed a beat. Just over 2,000 miles, never missed a beat. Anyway, so we did a little piece of John O'Groats. Again, it was busy. Why are everybody following me around? That's what I thought to myself. Why is everybody following me around? Then I went to Dunnet Head. Oh, what a complete and utter waste of time that was. Thick fog. Could barely see your hand in front of your face. So I've been to John O'Groats, and I've been to the furthest place north on the UK mainland, which is Dunnet Head. I couldn't see a thing. So we mooched along then the northwest coast, on the north coast of Scotland, and didn't see much because of the fog and the weather. A bit of a miserable day really. And then did I camp that night? I think I camped that night over at Scurry's Bay campsite. Really nice. And now if you're up that way, it's a good campsite. There's a lady in there, Vicky, really good, really friendly, shows you around, tells you where you can put your tent and all the rest of it, and you'll see that in the video where they tiered. You've got tiers coming down where you can pitch your tent with a motorbike and all the rest of it. So now they've got a fish and chip van there, and the fish and chips is first class. They cook it, get this, they cook it in beef dripping. Don't half make a difference to the taste. It's gorgeous. So I had fish and chips. Lovely, jubbly. Woke up in the morning, fog, thick fog, tents soaking wet. I dried it as best I could while I put it away, just made it a little bit heavier. Stuck it on and then off we went, and I went down to the Arctic Convoy Museum exhibition. Really good little museum, that. It used to be called the Russian Arctic Convoy Museum, but they dropped the term Russia. They were saying it didn't have anything to do with the current war, but it had different connotations, so they dropped it. So it's now the Arctic Convoy Museum, and I've done a really nice piece on that, and highlighted the fact that the guys that were on the Arctic or North Atlantic Arctic convoys have finally been recognised with their own medal. So they're the guys that wear the white berets, but they've now got the Arctic medal, war medal for it. So that was good. And then we headed down then to Applecross, I think. Did I go to Applecross after that? Oh, some brilliant riding roads. Again, intermittent fog, but you'll see that on some of the videos. I'm going to put up some driving videos. I've done some 360 camera work on some of these riding roads, which are brilliant. So I'll put those up at separate. Maybe put some music on the background or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Worry about that when I get to doing the edit on it. So we got down into Applecross, and I actually booked a hotel for the night there, and yeah, it's quite a nice little place. After that, I went down to place I went to is Loch Inver. Now the Loch Inver larder or the Loch Inver pie shop do these amazing pies. I had a venison and cranberry pie. That was gorgeous. Now you can actually mail order pies from there, and they're like world famous. They ship all over the place. So look it up, the Loch Inver pie shop or Loch Inver larder, and you can order a pie out from there. And some of the pies, I was torn, really torn. Yeah, I should be ordering some pies. Where do we go after that? And then we started going south. Now, for some bizarre reason, my sat-nav missed out Spurnbridge. I was had it all programmed in to go and see the Commando Memorial at Spurnbridge, and it missed out. Don't know where it went wrong, but we ended up somewhere else, totally different. And then we started heading south. That was the North Coast 500 done. Pretty much when we finished at Applecross, when we left Applecross, that was like, from there you sort of just finish it off by going over to Inverness, but we didn't do that. We were coming south. So I stopped in another place. I came down through Skye, came across the bridge, just missed the 10:30 ferry, literally by about a minute. Couldn't get on it, so I got the next one. So I booked onto that, went and had a quick cup of coffee while I waited for the hour for the next ferry. Jumped on the next ferry and to Malik, and then we worked our way Oh, that's when I missed. After Malik, I should have gone to the Commando Memorial at Spurnbridge. It took me down to Oban instead. Missed it out, don't know why. So we ended up in Oban. Oban was a nightmare. Place was gridlocked. Could barely move. So many people. I was going to do the distillery there, but I drove past it and there's a queue outside. I thought, no, let's get out of here. So I headed off then, and I had a hotel booked at Arachard, something like that anyway. So I stopped a night there, really nice hotel actually. And the following morning, I left and I took this road that takes you down to Faz Lane. From Arachard down to Faz Lane. What a road! Oh, it's brilliant. It's pretty much all new tarmac, and it's one of those. It's just up and down, and oh, brilliant riding road. Came down past Faz Lane. Did you know? Here's a little known fact. They've still got something of a peace camp camped up outside, or it's literally just down the road from Faz Lane. Now, if you don't know what Faz Lane is, it's the where all the nuclear submarines operate out of in Gairloch Head. So, yeah, so they've still got this peace camp. By all accounts, they still have a little demonstration. They still have a go at trying to sneak in there occasionally, but everybody up there is well aware of these peace campaigners. So from that point of view, it's still there. Then I popped into Rue, which is a marina that we stayed in when we came round the UK in 2020 after lockdown. After the first lockdown, we managed to get in there for a couple of days, and I left a message for somebody, and then I came down through Helensburgh, and then I headed down. I had a big day. That was a big day. Just over 300 miles that day down to Chester. But on the way, I stopped off at the old blacksmith shop at Gretna Green. I didn't get married. I had no intention of that. But again, it's grown up. It's since the last time I went there, which was, I don't know, must have been 40 years ago. It's now almost a retail park, and there was 8 coaches there. Again, it was one of those complete and utter waste of time. I managed to get a little tiny bit of video, which I'll put on. There'll be a little bit of a compilation of stuff where I only got little bits, trying to keep people out of shots. And then I headed south then to Chester, where I stopped with a friend, and had a really nice catch up. And her 2 sons was there as well, which was nice. Had a catch up with them. The following day, oh bugger me, that was a Tuesday. Now, I left there about 10:30, later than I planned, but I was coming down to stop at just outside Sennybridge. It done nothing but pour with heavy rain all day long. What an absolute nightmare that was. And you know what rain's like. It don't matter how good your suit is and all the rest of it, it finds a way in. So I was pretty damp by the time I got down to Sennybridge, and I was stopping in the Youth Hostel Association hostel just down from the Story Arms. So I stopped there in the night, tried to dry stuff out. I made a command decision that I would head home on the Wednesday instead of carrying on down to Land's End, because the following day was another miserable day, and I'd had enough by then. Just Yeah, it's not like I know it's not like me, but the old carcass is starting to sort of, I was starting to struggle a little bit by then. I was sore, um, back was giving me some jip, hip was giving me a bit of jip. So what I thought I'd do is I'd head home, and see if I get a massage, which I did. So I got home Thursday. I managed to get a nice massage, which she battered the crap out of me, loosened everything off again, which was good. And that kind of brings us up to pretty much up to speed. So this weekend, yesterday we had a good wasn't it, breakfast club. We had 50 odd turn two for breakfast, which is not bad this time of year. And then in the afternoon we went off and did some bits and pieces. And then last night I started to do some of the edit. And today I have done nothing but editing. I've been at it all day. So that's it. I've caught up. Well, that's where we are now. So I'm going to spend some more time tomorrow and Tuesday. I've got a bit of time Monday. I've got a free Monday and Tuesday, other than a blood test first thing on Tuesday morning. I'm going to spend the rest of the time doing editing and hopefully download some more music and do some rescheduling on the radio station. So that's where we are. That's bringing you up to speed. There are a few things going on in the coming weeks, but I'll bring you up to speed on that another time. But hopefully that's enlightened you on the trip, and hopefully you're looking forward to watching the videos. Now they're going to be dropping on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday at midday. That's my planned schedule for releasing the videos. So watch out for them Monday, Wednesday and Friday at midday at noon. So that'll be them doobly what's it's dropping. In the meantime, don't forget, have a listen to the radio station. Keep up to speed with the radio station. It's going to be changing. You're going to have some new scheduling in the next week or so. Should be all good. Should be all very good. So if you like what I do, smash the like button. If you don't like what I do, smash the like button. Smash the unlike button. Stick a comment on. Tell me what you think. I'll always come back. If you put a comment on, then I'll get back to you and I'll reply to you. So I think that's it from the Old Heale Manor and me, Lord Heale, until next week. So until then, TTFN. Ta-da for now.